nowhere of arthritis when he was like 23, and he ended up in a fucking wheelchair for 6 months.
Yeah.
Like, he was perfectly healthy, like had no major health issues, and he literally all of a sudden couldn't walk. It was in that much pain. And then it fucking cleared up and disappeared. And they're like, it might come back. And he's like, oh, it might?
Oh, cool.
Great.
Look forward to it.
Fantastic.
Those are the kind of dice we want.
Oh, perfect. I'm glad that... yeah.
When you say we're live, Eric, do you mean we're... Oh, we are live. Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. Love it. I'm glad.
Hello, and yeah, Harcroft messaged me. He was like, is Deadice not streaming tonight? And I was like, give it 3 minutes. Like, I thought you started at 9. We haven't started at 9, people, in months. No, we did a long time ago.
Yeah.
Before Brittany.
Yeah, when Richard was here. Rest in peace, Richard. He's not dead.
No, he's just playing League of Legends.
Yeah, what's he play? Yeah, he's playing League of Legends. And he'll probably be asleep in like 20 minutes, which is why, part of the reason I think why. Oh, there's pictures of children in the Discord. What is this?
Yes, I am a...
Please preface that with, it's a baby.
It's a baby.
It's a normal baby picture.
It is a baby in a baby carrier. My sister-in-law gave birth to my third nibbling. This is a boy. His name is Charlie, and he is currently getting treated for jaundice. So he is under the medically induced tanning bed that I like to call it.
Medically induced sleepies.
They always look adorable in those. The kids.
Sleepy little baby.
I discovered that a lot of people didn't know what they were, and I was like, do I have a fucking treat for you? Because there is nothing quite like a baby, a fresh ass baby who like is clearly
in a
done
sandwich. Oh, sorry, different.
Who is literally under what looks like a tanning bed, wearing little goggles, and you're just like, yeah, you're out. Like you just got out of the womb and you're already fucking over it. Like,
I understand.
You're like, oh dear God, this again?
No, absolutely not.
What a time to be alive.
What a time.
This beat is almost certainly the same beat as Relax. It changed. It changed as soon as I said, God damn it.
Yep, it's like, I heard that.
Kill the Malaysian Prime Minister. Hello, welcome to Deadice.
I got that reference.
I'm just going to jump into some narration. We're just going to play.
Let's do it.
Is this?
I love it.
Brighter? It could be brighter. There we go.
He's like, last episode, Brittany almost fucking died again.
But then she didn't.
I did explain that to Harcroft the other day, where he's like, what happened on Deadice? And I was like, oh, like the monk got their ass kicked. And he's like, does that happen a lot? I go, yes, they're a monk. Like they're like not like a level 16 monk. They're like a level 5 monk.
Literally what I do.
Yeah, monks get their asses kicked at low level.
I own it now. I get 3 good shots in and then I get just knocked out.
Yeah. Without having like some magic items to really boost the AC, like you just, plus, rolling a nat 20. All right.
Tragic.
Having encountered and defeated a lone frost giantess, you must continue your trek through the frozen far. Outside the boundaries of Icewind Dale, many more dangers lurk. But you must reach your destination, Kuldahar, if you to arrest the infernal infestation that plagues Easthaven. You turn your gaze south to the spine of the world mountains. Clouds cling to their peaks while snowdrifts whip about in the intervening distance.
An
open plain south? Dotted with hill. What?
We turn our gaze south?
Your gaze? Yes. The thing with your eyes?
Bye, Brittany.
I'm glad you made that joke because I was thinking...
I'm glad you interrupted the narration for that.
We're little shits.
An open plain dotted with hills and little to no vegetation await your... I was perfect. I didn't flub at all. Eric, and then you, son of a bitch.
The gaze will do that to you.
Little to no vegetation await your crossing. A shiver of fear would likely run down your spine if you weren't already so thoroughly chilled from the climate. What do you do? What do you do? That's me prompting. What do you do? Your fight's done. The giant. You got to go south to the spine of the world mountains.
So we were trying to cross through this sort of roundabout way to avoid encounters. Then we got one randomly, but that's done. So yeah, I mean, we're just kind of continuing on our way. So what do we? I mean, there's nothing in front of us.
Is it nighttime?
Right? Like nothing.
Or is it close to nighttime?
That's a good question.
No, you still have.
Okay, so we don't have to cut open the giant and sleep inside of it for warmth.
It's a frost giant. I'm willing to bet that it's not warm inside.
Really?
They're very cold inside.
They are, yeah. Giants are
Giants are
elementally attuned in that regard.
Fair.
if you recall, you were in Dugan's Hole and you took a boat across what you could. It's not quite as frozen as this, and you landed somewhere over here. And actually, well, I guess you're actually more headed east now because your destination is in this area here, in between this lone peak and the rest of the Spine of the World Mountains. So I guess we're going east,
right?
And then this was the other map, if you recall. Remember this map?
Yeah, the one where we're like, there's a face over there, and you're like, no such thing as a face.
It's not a face. I don't know what you're talking about. Ignore this, whatever this thing is.
Like, this is an artist's rendering.
Yes. I don't think it has anything to do... this is not accurate at all. This is like a painting someone would... Because it's also from, like, an angle that doesn't exist, right? Like, you'd have to be flying to paint this.
Mm-hmm.
That's even more worrying.
Yeah.
So
This is the map without the overlay from Icewind Dale 1.
Overlay.
So this is Kelvin's cairn up here. And
we can't hear you, Banbi.
That's because I turned my microphone off.
Okay. I was like, Discord's failed us again.
No, it's me. So we know that we are on a lake right now. We're on a frozen lake, so we do not want to stay where we are. So I'm as
shore-ish,
sure enough that we don't want to fucking play that game. Because it's springtime. And we know, if nothing else, that thaws happen. So I would recommend that we fucking boot it after we boot it.
Yes, boot it.
It is, this is a very open area.
Right.
With almost no cover. It is snowy. The lower ground tends to be softer and muddier.
Mm-hmm.
The higher ground, obviously the water can trickle away, so it's not quite as bad. It will not be fun. Put it that it's not going to be a fun walk.
Well, I mean, we knew that.
Yeah.
It'd be like in Fellowship of the Ring where they try to take the mountain pass, but it's far too dangerous, and even though Gandalf knows, because he's secretly scared of the Mines of Moria, he's like, no, we're gonna do it anyway.
There's no other options.
I'm going to summon a storm! And you're like, yeah.
There are other paths we might take, Frodo.
Other paths.
So, I mean, we should probably just, we should get off of this fucking lake and see if we can find a safe space to sort of, like, get ready to make camp for the night. That would be my, like, just that way we can... Plan? Yeah, and that way we can camp and then rest up and all that shit.
All right. You guys got, like, tents or anything?
I usually have stuff like that. Supposedly in my
let me check my inventory.
My character sheet, but let us see if I remembered this time.
I have a climber's kit.
No. I have adventuring gear.
I too have a climber's kit.
Excellent. You're gonna do great.
I think we all have a climber's kit.
Fuck.
I also have a healer's kit.
I have a disguise kit. Can I pretend to be a tent?
No, we do not have tents.
The fun thing about pretending, Eric, is that in your mind it's true, but in reality it's not.
The actor in me.
I have a crowbar.
Excellent.
I bet it's very cold.
Yeah. A little bit.
So you said it's all just flatlands? No, like, caves or anything?
No, there's hills. There are hills that dot every once in a while. But so no yeah, caves. you could post, if you want to post up on a hill, you can post up on a hill. You'll be very obvious from,
I
all around.
Do you think we could maybe look around, see if there are any, like, abandoned caves or like craggy areas that are...
I have an idea.
Yeah.
Are you able to cast that hole in the sky again?
Yeah, the whole thing. Why don't we just hang out in that?
It only lasts for an hour.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure. Let me check.
Can we keep waking you up every hour?
The bard
would be terrible.
Have like
rope trick
some
lasts
sort of
for an hour. Yeah.
That suck if we discovered it 8 hours later. That just provides perfect layer.
I like how we just see Steve's eyes behind the name of Daryl.
He's always so. I love when he leans forward.
He's like Kilroy. Wait, I'm gonna.
A little nose like popping over.
I'm looking through. I'm seeing. I can give you some proficiency rolls for history checks.
Well, how about somebody roll me survival? since
Harkroff
that's what
is
you're trying to do.
We missed any pitching the tent jokes here.
Well, you don't have any tents, so how can you pitch?
Yeah, I feel like if we did, we would have made so many. I can do a survival check. I have a +3, maybe.
Excellent. I only have a +1, so you're better than me.
Yeah,
Watch me roll like a
+2.
2. Okay, that would be an 11. Ding ding.
You all die of dysentery.
Hey, don't I still have Bardic Inspiration? Just
You might, yeah, you
I
might.
do actually still have it.
Yeah, then you can roll it if you want. It's a D6 still, or Eric will tell you what it is.
I think it's a D6. Okay. Haven't used it yet.
The D8.
Ding.
Well, there you go. Ooh.
D8. Dang. I'm all like,
Much
whitewashing
depends.
myself.
Much depends on.
It's Hollywooded myself. Okay.
We were given a hydrate command.
Did you say D8?
Yeah, D8.
Ha! That makes it a 15.
All right.
Yeah.
You don't find any caves. This region is definitely not dotted with any caves. Closer to the mountains, yes. What you do find is an older campsite that's definitely seen a lot of use, but it's probably not from humans because it's way too exposed. Exposed in the sense that, like, it's obvious, right? It's not hidden, but it would help protect you from the elements. So it could be probably a group that's not afraid of being ambushed out here, whatever that might be. You're not necessarily sure.
Okay.
But it is a usable campsite, and you could build there's even like some small stacks of firewood that you could use.
Well, I think we should risk it.
It'll certainly give you a bonus on not gaining exhaustion for being frozen overnight, since you have.
Yeah, that's the main issue.
Yeah.
I guess we'll have to go with it. I mean, let's try. Sounds good.
Okay, let's do that.
Okay, so who's setting up your camp?
Who has the best relevant skill for that? I don't think I do.
I assume
Is
it'd
it
be
survival again?
right?
I think it's me.
Yeah. I'm happy to help you. I like fire. I've got fire
like
bolts
fire.
if all else
I like
fails.
Fire.
Woo! You ready?
1.
19.
Hey.
I like it.
Only
That's
rolled
pretty
a
good.
one. Thanks. It was a 16 plus 3.
You utilize.
Looking for an
Actually, you're a Goliath. So actually, it comes to your attention like, oh, this is probably used by Goliaths. That's probably why it's sort of human-sized, but at the same time, like, Goliaths are usually, they gather in large enough numbers that, like wolves and stuff aren't just going to attack them in the night. And they obviously need places to rest when they come down to the lowlands out of the mountains when they want to trade and whatnot. So this is probably like a little sort of temporary site of theirs. So what you end up doing is you push a lot of the snow to the outer banks, and you kind of build not a full roof,
Like a Quincy?
yeah,
A
but you
lean-to?
protect yourself. The people who normally use this probably have like a canvas or something that can go over top. But it will serve well enough. You will all have to make constitution checks overnight.
Hell
But
yeah.
the DC will not be as significant as just like trying to camp out
In
without
just the
fire.
fucking wood. Yeah.
Yeah, just like in an open plain without any wind protection or fire or anything like that. But you're also more likely to encounter something in the night, right?
Yeah.
So
I mean, to be fair, I can tolerate temperatures as low as negative 50 degrees Fahrenheit without any additional protection.
as can Xanon, because Xanon is also acclimated to the cold.
That's
Hell
me.
But you do have a cleric and a bard.
That we are
Not
concerned
instantly.
about. It's true. We don't want to.
Presumably, that means Banbi also doesn't take her boots off when she sleeps.
Not outside. Absolutely
I
not.
believe it.
Someone's gonna have to roll for trench foot one of these days.
I just I took off my feet and made mechanical feet so I can cast mending on them. It's fine.
I'm 100%. If they could go like if they had elective surgeries like in Deus Ex, where they're like, listen, you want like new legs? I'd be like 100% from like the ankle down. Let's go. Like I don't need any of that. my knee, like I don't have like knee problems or hip problems or ankle problems. Yeah. But like I have rolled my ankle many a time, and just
see, but get fucking rid of that. You know what he needs that ankle.
And you don't have to worry about like clipping your toenails anymore or whatever. You're. It's great. Just give me robot feet and robot eyeballs, and I'd be happy. All right. I'm gonna roll for an encounter, and why don't Derelith and Marcus roll me Constitution checks?
Spooky.
Okay.
What'd you get?
Only got a 10.
I also got a 10.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's not so hot.
Unfortunately, the DC was like just above 10.
Yeah, I figured. Well,
10 would be if you have like full, like coverage and stuff. But
yeah. All right. So what do we end up with then? Exhaustion or something else?
Well, I did roll, and there will be an encounter. So.
I see. Okay.
Wait, did we do a rest yet, or is it before the rest?
This is you taking a long rest.
Yeah.
I'm not going to worry about figuring out who's on watch. I'm just going to roll a d4, and then one of you will be on watch. Where's my d4? There we go. So Xanon, Marcus, Derelith, Banbi. Okay. It's a 4. That means Banbi's on watch, which technically can mean that one of Banbi's
constructs.
Yeah, like because they don't need to sleep.
They do not.
So technically, Banbi gets to sleep even while the constructs. Oh, and this is near the end of your rest. That's unfortunate. Now let's see what it is. What book was I using? Oh yeah, I was using the Icewind Dale Rime of the Frost Maiden.
So the Steel Defender will be on duty. Steel Defender cannot be surprised. They are vigilant.
Right. But that doesn't necessarily mean they detect. So do you want to roll a perception check for your Steel Defender?
Sure.
Wilderness encounters.
So
that's a critical fail.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Yes, Eric?
I took a long rest. Is that what we were supposed to do? I did that. Or is the encounter
you weren't supposed to take it yet because you're being attacked before the thing.
Oh shit.
I know what.
Oh wow!
I remember what it was. So
this is very interesting. How stealthy are these people?
I wish there was an undo button.
There is no undo.
There's only do.
I've dislocated both ankles doing that. What did Harcraft do?
Harcraft has fucked up basically every part of his lower body at some point.
Excellent. Great.
R.I.P.
Does your Steel Defender have dark vision?
I don't know. Let me look.
That'll be pertinent.
I have dark vision.
Yeah, but you're not. If you're not paying attention to your Steel Defender,
it does not say.
Then it does not have dark vision. Okay.
Yeah.
So. Your Steel. What's up?
I'm literally looking this up right now. Sorry. Senses dark vision 60 feet.
Okay. So, your Steel Defender, I'm going to assume it's going to move like a puppy. And it's going to like spin and then run around and like kind of like paw at you and wake you up. Oh. And it can't speak. It doesn't really bark. It probably like creaks a little bit. But it like excitedly like runs back up to the side and like does that thing, that pointer thing.
Yep.
Like which right?
That like terriers and stuff do.
Mm-hmm.
And you look out and you see a group of tall humanoids in furs. It is pitch black out right now.
Yeah. I have dark vision as well.
Yeah. But that's why it's in black and white, right?
Yeah,
the moon is mostly behind some clouds, and there are how many are there? 4, and they stride through in single file, 10 feet apart as they approach. They don't seem perturbed. They don't carry torches with them either. But they don't look. They carry weapons, but they're not approaching with intent.
Are they?
But they are-
They're
they are-
humanoids. Do they look like Goliaths?
They're big. They're big. Do you want to roll a perception check with disadvantage?
With disadvantage.
Because it's in dim light. Because
But
you're
I
dark without light, dark vision just gives you dim, and you have perception checks are made with disadvantage unless you have the skulker feat.
True struggle.
Yeah, a lot of DMs don't bother.
Oh
with
man, I got a
disadvantage in
natural 20 and I got a fucking 10.
dark. Okay, well 10 is fine. 10.
Yeah.
They definitely have the size and build of Goliaths, but you can't see their face because they're obscured by like scarves.
Damn.
But they certainly have the dress of Goliaths: furs, leathers. Their weapons are of dwarven and giant make. They're obviously, these people are like 7 feet tall.
Okay.
Mhm.
I very loudly, like not like aggressively, but loudly say, friends, who goes there? I say it in common.
Sure. Oh, is it one? I guess I got to roll to see which group.
Ooh.
Okay, so then it's. Okay, so, that's very interesting. They call back. We are members of the. I'm going to butcher this. Thunla Kalaga clan from
Nice.
Wormdoom Crag.
Do I know what that is from my reading of A History of Icewind Dale, parts 1 and 2?
Well, roll a history check for me.
With advantage.
Nope, just roll a history check.
But I know the books very well.
It's not in the book.
That's a 13.
Okay, so you met a Goliath tribe, right? You remember that?
Yes.
Yeah.
The ones with the griffins?
Yeah.
Yep.
Right. This is not them.
Dun, dun,
Do you remember they
dun.
talked to you about their rivals? They had
The
a group of-
Wormdoon Crag.
They had rivals.
Can I remember whether or not their rivalry was because the other clan was shitheads, or if it was just because they're just natural like rivals within
the
a community?
story went one of them, you're not sure which, but one of them cheated at a game,
Oh yeah.
and that's a big deal to Goliaths.
Yes.
And then then it turned into like they stole their mascot, and then I think someone killed someone.
It's like Avatar.
That the natural the natural progression goes
You
from
can't
mascots to
remember.
murder.
You can't remember who started it and who
Yeah.
killed who. You just remember that like these guys, like they were not. And to be fair, the group of Goliaths you met were like indifferent towards you to
Yes.
begin with. They call back and they kind of wave and they seem much friendlier.
Maybe they want to camp with us.
Yeah, who wouldn't want to?
Yeah, I mean, if anyone else has not heard me already, I will like direct the Steel Defender to go bug them to wake them up. And I ask the people like, have you been traveling long? Would you like to share the campfire? This is perhaps your campfire that we are using. In which case, thank you for the space.
Nice.
They join. They don't really talk a lot until they can join you.
Mhm.
And they say you should
Finally.
keep your. They say like they're big and they have obviously very powerful voices. But they can also speak in a much like softer tone that doesn't echo so much.
Mhm.
And they explain that they're journeying now because they're trying to avoid the gaze of a white dragon, which they don't really hunt at night. So like that's a little something for your back pocket right there.
Yeah.
Because dragons see well at night, but they can't see far at night like anything, right? And they
see
are
streams during the day. I see well at night.
And they're like, no, this camp is for everyone to share. Like this is like there's the tribe shares with all peace loving
Yeah.
groups.
So
You're more than welcome. Like, the only thing typically is, like you replenish what you take.
Of course.
Is kind of their rule.
Yeah. I ask them if they have any food, and if they do not, if they have not brought rations of their own, I offer them some of mine.
They're probably well provisioned. They probably have. Is it permission? What's the stuff called?
Venison?
Something good.
A hard tack shit.
Persimmon. No, that's a fruit.
That is
I was gonna say,
You know what I'm talking about? It's the stuff that's like made of like seal fat and
Yeah,
like
fat
fruit and
and-
vegetables.
yeah.
Pemmican.
That's it. Pemmican.
Yeah.
And they've just got like bars of it. And like they have like big like flat teeth. Like they're not like they do have like canines and stuff, but they seem to prefer fruits and vegetables. But yeah, they're just like they chow down. They've got their own. But they're very happy to share. Like they're very much like, oh, you should try. Like, oh, they make really good. Like they use a blueberry that you're.
I
really
would
gonna
love
like.
to try.
Let's be real. As soon as they offer that, I am going for it. These are people I do not know them. Like this, yeah, absolutely.
Do they have any chowder?
Absolutely not. They don't have anything that they milk.
That's fair.
They don't.
They don't milk
Like,
clams here.
You're thinking of like southern Goliaths who live like in warmer climate, even though they live like there are some Goliaths who are shepherds for mountain goats, and they probably have like goat's milk.
Yeah.
But out here,
No griffin milk or anything.
they're like griffin. Why would you bring up griffins?
No, this is me asking you.
I don't think griffins don't. Griffins are not mammals.
Oh yeah,
griffins
they have
lay eggs,
don't they? Yeah. Never mind.
which is weird because they have the rear end of a lion, but griffins lay eggs, as far as I understand.
Life finds a way.
Jeez, what the fuck? What?
Really
Jeez,
funny.
how do they not give live birth? Oh my god!
Don't think too much into it.
That
It's
just
a
really
fantasy
hurt my
world.
brain. Yeah,
That is in disbelief.
it's like Birdo just dropping an egg. Birdo from Mario.
I love Birdo.
Yeah. Yep.
Everybody loves Birdo.
Yep.
Doesn't. Yeah, monsters don't. I will just like chat with them excitedly. I will ask them questions about their clan and share the reason that I originally came here. I will not mention the other Goliath that we have met for obvious reasons.
I'm gonna head back to bed
Yes, reason.
and thank them for their company and their hospitality.
Live in the dream.
You will get your full rest, but you will have a point of exhaustion. As will Derelith. Maybe the worst part is that you don't actually get back to sleep because they just don't stop talking. Once they get going, they just don't stop talking.
How do you put exhaustion on there?
It's under conditions on the top right.
Okay.
So they're like the first party out. They're coming to do like the first sort of trade foray into Icewind Dale for the season.
Mm.
So
Where are they going to trade?
Oh, they're probably going to go straight to what's the main city?
Bryn
Bryn
Shander?
Yeah.
Cool. So as soon as they mention that, I am don't do it. Absolutely do not do it. There are a bunch of giants there right now. They're very aggressive. I would not do that.
There's a male Goliath who says how many giants?
Like a dozen?
And he looks and he goes, "There's 4 of us. We'll be fine. We can take him."
Considering they were sieging the city nonstop for days at a time,
They had blockaded the city. They hadn't laid siege.
Yeah.
just yet.
Is that really cool?
Nice.
Oh, that's what you guys should have done. You guys should have gone to the Senate
Oh yes.
That's
to
the problem.
plead to stop the blockade of Bryn Shander.
We could have.
Coincidentally, in my hand right now, I have a Pez dispenser of one of the one of the evil guards.
Yeah.
From the worst fight scene in Star Wars. Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
From the worst movie.
We could have
Listen, this was
asked for a vote of non-confidence in the.
Chancellor
Several-
Valorum's leadership. Yeah.
Yep.
Um,
Oh Jesus.
Can We should probably ask the Goliaths if there's a safe pathway to where we're headed.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, they know this area, so if they're friendly, let's see if they know where we're going and if there's anything we should be aware of.
You guys want to know something funny?
Yep.
When Trump became president, like literally everybody was like, "This is how democracy falls," with thunderous applause.
Yep.
I remember.
Like,
I
we
remember.
literally all did- it was.
We remember. We were the ones posting those memes.
Yeah.
I was not, but yes.
Yeah,
It was traumatic.
So traumatic.
So when you mention Kuldahar, the Goliaths kind of like huff. They're like,
Hmm.
what does that mean?
Why? I thought it was pretty cool to her.
You don't have fond memories of Kuldahar?
the people of Kuldahar are petty, and we do not like them.
I mean, yeah, that pretty much checks out from what I remember yet.
They have banned all Goliaths.
Well, it's less petty and more racist, but
Well,
That's still pretty
They they have banned more than Goliaths, but they actually I wrote it down. Where is it? There was another character who was going to tell you
I'm
this.
gonna whisper to Banbi, it wouldn't be the first time I've been banned from a town. Usually it's after I've already been there like a little bit, but
Our people have a competitive spirit and often a need to travel. Kuldahar is a place of preservation and tranquility. Goat Ball is not conducive to either.
goat balls.
And Xanon is well aware that Goat Ball is similar to like gridiron football, but used with a misshapen ball of goat skin, so it's hard to catch and pass. And traditionally, it's played along running rivers, and they jump from rock to rock. So everything about it is as difficult as possible.
That's amazing.
And you know why it's called Kuldahar? Because the goals are hard to get. Those balls.
None of that is true.
I
true.
will
None of
literally
that's
I will ask them so many questions about Goat Ball. Like I am fucking down to learn more about this. Like I want to hear. Like I asked them if they have one with them so we can like play together for a sec. And like yeah,
good.
They're like, you want to
Yeah.
play Goat Ball right now? They're like one of them stands up. They're like, well, I'll play Goat Ball right now.
yes.
I'm just trying to sleep.
yeah.
Oh my god.
And the Goliath worth their salt.
Although
Goat Ball.
perhaps we shouldn't, only because we defeated a giant on the other side of over where I believe there's a pond, and I guess we probably shouldn't try and encourage other giants to roam through this area.
Maybe not.
And one of them says, no, you're right. We should play Goat Ball on the giant corpse.
Absolutely.
It would make a fun obstacle. And one of them says, we should throw it in the water. And then leap from ice to ice. And play a game.
I am into this. Yes. No one
Court-
stops me. I'm gonna go.
It's
That's
like
fine.
several
I'll play.
hours out of your. It's like back the other way. But
I would love
They'll
to see
do
this
it.
happen, but I believe we are on an urgent mission. Sorry.
they seem they're very deflated. They're like, no, thought you might want to play some Goat Ball.
I do want to play Goat Ball. Well, so I don't know if you had plans to go to East Haven. Did you?
Nah.
I would recommend not doing that because it's currently overrun with demons.
Fair enough. No. East Haven doesn't have the selection of wares we like. Bryn Shander has the best dwarven goods, and they show you like a nice like dwarven halberd. Like, yeah, we prefer dwarven goods, but we don't prefer to trade with dwarves. If you catch our drift.
I do. They're very rude.
And they're like, yes, exactly. They're very rude.
I know.
Amazing.
Like the last dwarf I tried to speak with, they're just very upset with me the whole time, and they accused me of being disrespectful. And I was just asking questions.
For people who live so long, they have so little time for others.
But they do have time to make beautiful weapons.
Like yes. Terrible traders, great smiths.
Excellent.
I love this interaction.
Is there anything else you guys want to do? If you're not going to play goat ball, right?
I won't. However, I just want to talk with them because what I will do is make them a tiny. I'll use my last slot of magical tinkering to make them I'll ask them for a trinket of theirs, and I will imbue it with a tiny spell that brings them joy.
One of them pulls out. They're like, "Well, this was an item we were going to trade, but you seem good-spirited, gnome, and I hope we meet you again." And it's the end of a walrus tusk, and it's been carved into a Goliath on the back of a sled led by bears.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, I like this.
Yeah.
In return,
They're like, yeah, this thing's probably worth like 5 gold in terms of craftsmanship. And they go, yeah, we were gifted this, oddly enough, by a dwarf who said, originally, I guess it was supposed to be a tall dwarf, but they tell you it's a Goliath, and they say it's an image of like Father Winter, basically, like Dead Moroz is what they call him.
Goliath Santa.
It's not Goliath Santa, but
how do you spell that?
DED space MOREZ, I think.
Arcroft said Goliath Santa.
Good. Why not? Let's have a
Well,
Goliath
if you look
Santa.
up Dead Moroz, it's not MOROZ. Sorry, it's a real life, maybe the original Santa in real life.
Goliath. Not Coca-Cola Santa?
No, this is long before Coca-Cola Santa. This is the first version of a benevolent. Yeah, it's probably around the same time as Krampus, but Krampus being like a demon and like taking kids, Dead Moroz actually like gives kids presents, and he wears a blue robe instead of red.
Yeah. So, in
looks
response, wizard. In response, I will pull out. I have a ring that is set with a bloodstone because that we collected a long time ago. And I am going to cast a magical tinkering on it, and it will have a 5-foot radius of light that they can use whenever they'd like.
That's very cool. Yeah.
And I say this was a treasure from an earlier adventure of ours, and I can think of no more
Yay!
than the light of friendship. This will keep going forever. I will just undo spells from other people.
I'm asleep,
Love
right?
it.
I mean, just want to emphasize that I'm trying to sleep.
Yes.
You're as asleep as you can be at the moment.
Connor.
Not enough then.
The sun is also like cresting in the east. And don't you love it? Like when because you're on still like a very white landscape. So even a tiny bit of light just like illuminates everything. It's probably like it's probably not even orange actually. It's probably like a pale blue. And like the tiniest bit of light from behind the horizon just like lights up everything so that like it's dim light, but you've gone from like pure darkness to this, and the sun won't actually rise probably for a little bit longer, but
This is advanced darkness.
and also there's Aurora Borealis at like all times.
So pretty.
Yeah.
Mm.
That's funny. You found a Goliath campsite and you encountered
Some Goliaths.
I'm
a
also
group
a Goliath.
of Goliaths from the. Oh my gosh, I gotta look it up over here. Thunla Kalaga tribe.
Unla Kalaga.
Clan, sorry. Clan from Wormdoom Crag. You were told that if you
Wormdoom Crag?
stole something from them, the other group would like welcome you with open arms.
Oh yeah.
It's like if you steal their mascot, you can join our team.
But guess what I
Okay.
have now?
That's not their mascot. I mean, it's,
It doesn't matter. It's a carved tusk that I've stolen from them. Not stolen.
That's not what they meant when they were
I
sort of
know.
specific. They
From
wanted
that.
you to steal something specific from them.
Yeah, their mascot, an oiled pig or something, right?
It found an oiled pig.
an oiled pig.
Living our best life.
It's still airborne. It's a little airborne. It's still good. It's still good. I think so. When you guys are like getting ready for the day, they start doing a handstand contest. Just like, yeah.
I am not surprised at this.
Oh my god, this
And
would
I
take
love
forever. Each group
Doing
makes a DC 10 athletics check until one team fails. This is
Yes!
how you do it.
Let's go. I'll probably fail right away, but here we go.
No, you got this.
My athletics. Oh,
That's,
I'm good.
I already failed. I rolled a 3. I'm pretty sure they don't
I
have
got-
7 to athletics.
I got an 8.
Nobody wins. They're like, oh, nothing. They go, nothing's worse than a tie.
Oh. Let's go again. Let's go again. Unless they don't want to go again. Very un-Goliath, but
I mean, they'll probably keep they'll just keep doing stuff, right?
okay. Whatever
There's
they
a
do, I
game-
just randomly keep doing it with them.
I wouldn't call it a game. There's a contest called shrub pulling, where 2 frozen
pull
shrubs of roughly equal size are located nearby, and each team picks a champion. Whichever champion uproots their shrub first wins the contest for the team. I love Goliath so much because they're such
Going to
bros. Like,
Yeah.
They're
Like,
the
this
frat
is-
bros of D&D.
when my friends and I, when we were like just finished college and university, and we would like have like campfires and stuff, and it would just be like just doing the dumbest stuff, like who can climb the tree the fastest, who, you know, like who's gonna cut the most wood, who's
Bush
gonna
party.
build the biggest part of the fire. Yeah, just like, but there are only like 4 of us
That's friendship.
who will sit in a chair while the chair is in the fire, while Dave freaks out and takes a video for the police.
Just in case.
Yeah,
This sounds like a game.
I mean, I have the
Parents-
video still.
Parents tell their kids to get them to weed the garden.
1000%.
Yep.
That's a really good
Absolutely.
idea. I should do that to my kids.
Who can pull?
Yeah.
All right, kids, who can pull out the most weeds? Whoever
You even
does
tell them
wins.
these are famous Goliath games from D&D. We
That's
played
right.
them recently. You can even have them try to do a little cartwheel or handstand who can hold out themselves up the longest in between and then make them do manual labor.
Yep.
What was the?
This is-
was it a
this-
manatee? No, narwhal.
This is the
that's
life
it,
goal.
narwhal.
Life goal.
Narwhal.
Dave, you're muted.
Is it the gnome thing or the artificer thing that you put on it?
It gnome thing.
Okay.
Sorry, no, it's an artificer thing. Magical
'Cause the-
tinkering.
Okay. I don't know if you're. Are you a forest gnome or are you a rock gnome?
I am a. I think I'm a rock gnome because I have.
Because rock gnomes also have the tinker thing, right? They have clockwork toy, fire starter, and music box as well. That's why I
I
asked.
do, yeah. Tiny clockwork devices.
Yeah, that's why I asked. Okay.
I've totally forgotten about that one to be honest because it doesn't
Well,
show up on
I
my.
think the last time you used it is you gave it to that kid in East.
Oh no, that was a magical tinkering thing.
Oh, okay.
I've only used magical tinkering actually.
That rock gnomes can always start fires. This is what I've been saying for years. Gnomes are inherently pyromaniacs. They can instinctively create a lighter. Like, what what nonsense is that?
Because
Okay.
gnome is where the hearth is.
No, that's not. Shut it down.
He's like, not even gonna roll the dice.
Nope. I don't roll it. I move it, and when it
Yep.
gets 20, the die goes into the monitor,
And then I'm filled with.
and then I need a new 24-inch
Not regret.
monitor.
Ooh,
I
you
will
can
be
go-
filled with regret.
You can go up to 27.
I don't have enough room on this desk.
One day you might.
Mounted on
All right.
the wall.
All right. They're gonna go about their day. What are you guys gonna do?
Get ready to go and then get on our way.
I mean,
Guess
we didn't
so.
really learn anything useful from them that would make a difference, so we'll just head off.
And no more Dubro games. I leave my kind behind. It's tragic, but here we go.
I asked, I tell them the direction that we're going and ask them if they have had any, if there's anything we should be aware of that they know of, and that is like as we move in that direction.
They just say Kuldahar is on the southern slope of the mountain. They're like, man.
Yeah, and I yank out
To
the book
confirm
of
that.
the history of Icewind Dale, and I point at it in the book there because there's always a map in the book, right? Yeah, it's there. So we're gonna go through this little path right here, right?
There's always a map.
So always a big fish. Yes. All right.
Right.
Who is leading your party through the frozen-ish tundra?
Can it be
This,
me?
It should be
survival
you.
The blind
I'm
one.
big- I'm a Goliath. I'm. Shut the fuck up, Eric.
Oh
Right,
shit!
I
Yeah,
always forget. Yeah, you're right.
it should probably be me.
I don't
huh?
forget. I don't forget.
Yeah.
So big and Goliath and cold.
Why do you think I basically never ask Xanon for perception checks? Because Xanon just auto-fails perception checks after 5
It's
feet.
true. I really do.
I just
Just
feel
like,
like
game, you rolled a nat 20, doesn't matter.
Xanon is so lucky Xanon's never been scooped up by a dragon. Like,
I'm just lucky in general.
Yeah. So it should probably be me because I don't have points of exhaustion. I'm just excited. I'm jazzed from my evening.
Xanon doesn't have a penalty on survival checks, just on perception checks, FYI. So.
Yes.
Fair.
We're not going to discriminate. We just have to be realistic.
I don't mean to be rude. Do we have some sort of some aid to assist her in terms of locating the direction that she's going?
I mean, you guys understand. The
I
sun
feel like
is
you
up.
guys just point me and I go.
This isn't a situation where you're in the woods and you're it's hard to tell which direction you're going. The sun is up. You know which way is east, and you're in a frozen flat landscape. It's not until you get to around noon where you might get confused or turned around.
Okay.
Also, you can see the you have mountains. That's where you're headed, right? Behind you is not mountains, and in front of you, and you can see Kelvin's Cairn from here. Kelvin's Cairn is a massive mountain. It's like Everest in just the middle of an open plain, right?
right.
And then there's the Rocky Mountains to your south. So, whoever wants to make a survival check, make a survival check.
Xanon, do it.
I'm going to do it. Said survival. That's one of the 3 things I'm good at. What is it? I'll be a 10.
Okay.
Which maybe isn't good enough.
Well, it doesn't make your path easier, but doesn't make it more difficult either. Okay.
I found one for you already, but it was in Cambridge.
Yeah, Harcraft talking about monitors.
Oh, okay.
Monitors.
Not monitor lizards. Oh, okay. All right.
Monitor lizard.
Mm.
Them the old monitor.
Oh, very cool. Okay. So, move those back over there. Let's go back to the map.
It's the map.
So your only real challenge is eventually, so today, by this day, actually no, you don't have to cross that river. No, okay. So you should get to call, okay. So as the sun is, by the way, there's an uneventful day. It is just, actually I should roll for weather. Because random weather is more fun.
Sorry, where are we on that map?
You are.
Oh,
Look
there's
down
your mouse.
here.
Okay. Cool.
And you're just going like due east. I gotta open the Dungeon Master's Guide. I thought I bookmarked this page. I thought I bookmarked this page.
Not due south.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
No, because I forgot you weren't coming from East Haven when I wrote that earlier today.
That was a good show.
We're doing a good job, guys.
You're doing a great job.
Here we go. Here we go.
And we
Temperature.
fell through Goliath.
Temperature, normal for this season. Wind, normal for none. No wind. Oh, that's actually really good. And
Nice.
precipitation, also none. Wow, what a boring day.
Yay!
Those are the
It's a
best.
nice
Best
sunny,
kind.
dry day.
Yeah, I'm gonna bookmark this. Why is this not bookmarked? There we go. Okay. As you near Kuldahar, Kuldahar is nestled between. It's in a mountain valley, so it's not like on the valley floor. It is between two peaks. Okay.
All right.
As you round the mountain pass, the cold wind biting at your exposed flesh, to the east you see cradled between two mountains an oak of extraordinary size and girth. Nestled beneath the oak are a cluster of buildings, most embedded in the ground. A small stream trickles down from the mountainside through the hamlet. A few shops and an inn flank a stone structure located in the center of it all. Thin smoke curls out of chimneys, while a thicker, darker plume rises from what is likely a smithy. A wizard's tower on the far west end overlooks wooden palisades. Deeper in the valley lies an unwalled section, a collection of farmers' fields with a guard tower in the middle. As you approach the gate, a slim figure, this is a walled settlement. As you approach the gate, a slim figure clad in a forest green cloak cuts off your path. They aren't going to let you in. They're not going to let you in. They're not letting any outsiders in.
Oh, nobody.
That's as long as we're outsiders. Until we're insiders, then they won't know we're even outsiders. That's what Xanon thinks.
That doesn't make any sense.
It's what Xanon thinks.
They're not letting outsiders in, or they're not letting, like, would they let people return who are from Kuldahar?
Well, I'm not from Kuldahar, but I'm in Kuldahar, and they're not letting me out either.
Mm.
What's the situation? Why?
We're stuck between a rock and a cold, hard place.
That deserves one.
Yep. Good when you sigh, that defeated sigh. I fucking feel like I gained another year of my life here on Earth.
Do you ever wonder if Brittany might be an energy vampire like Colin Robinson?
Dude, I think about that all the time.
Now I just wait for the
I was more of a
comments to come
downer,
in.
for sure. Yeah, pun-wise, for sure.
Right. So I ask him what's the reason for this the situation?
I don't know. I'm just stuck here, you know.
Is there anyone we can speak to that does know, that we can try to find out more and maybe help?
Well, the Archdruid, who's in charge of Kuldahar, is not talking to anybody. So that's a good sign. It's always a good sign, right? When the Archdruid, the person who runs the place, isn't talking to anybody.
Is that Kuldahar and sarcasm, I hear?
I'm not from Kuldahar.
Oh, well, I thought you might have picked that up, because that sounded like Kuldahar and sarcasm to me.
I lean over to Banbi. I'm like, is he doing Kuldahar sarcasm?
I don't speak Kuldaharan.
It's Kuldahari.
What?
Your mom's a Kuldahari.
Ooh.
What were we trying to do here again? I've actually forgotten. It's been so long.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh my god, it's literally the major plot point. We are
Right.
going... like, I don't know. I feel like I've read this to you guys so many times.
Yes.
Yep.
I know.
It's okay. Okay. The mayor literally told us the Archdruid of Kuldahar will help us break the spell that will allow us to divine what is happening in East Haven before we go there, or else we will literally die.
Right.
So the Archdruid doesn't want to talk to anybody, but
He's
plot
waiting
twist.
for us.
we got to talk to him.
All right,
So I am going to roll a.
No authority
no.
figures in this game have ever willingly talked to us. I'm just throwing that
No,
out
it's
there.
true.
Have you
That
tried to
chaotic.
talk to authority figures in real life?
Yes.
Can I speak to the manager? And then you, the employee, goes to the back and goes, hey, somebody wants to talk to you. And the manager goes, I don't want to talk to them.
Yep.
And then you go, that's been like 80% of my life there in the workforce.
I am going to roll a deception check, and I would like to deceive this man into thinking that we are, in fact, we are from Kuldahar, and we have been called home from a scouting mission. And we've been called home from a scouting mission. And the archdruid, he is speaking to no one because he's waiting to hear from us.
Miss, I've been stuck in Kuldahar for a while. I appreciate you trying, to deceive me.
It's a 13.
I appreciate you trying to deceive me, but I've been here a while, and the thing is, they're not letting anybody out. I don't want to be here. I'm stuck here.
So we're saying that the druid isn't looking for us. Like, he's not waiting for us? Is that what we were saying?
I don't think he knows about us. I think we just know that...
No, he's the one who can give us some insight, but he's not waiting for us, no. Is there anyone we can talk to?
Oh, I could perform or deceive this to this person and say that we are here to help solve the problem that the archdruid is currently engaged with.
He looks at you, so he's like so confused. He's like, you think I'm standing here, don't you?
Ooh, what?
Do you think I'm... And he walks up and he just puts his arm through you.
Oh.
He goes, I'm not actually here. I'm here. I'm inside of Kuldahar. This is a projection of me. Something I picked up in the Shadow Realm, Nether Realm, Shadowfell. That's what you call it now. Anyway, I don't know how. And then he just disappears.
Ran out of time on the spell. He's like, oh, out of syllables.
He's out of quarters.
Out of range. Oh, yeah. There we go.
I still want to roll for performance.
This is my last spell slot, damn it.
The figure fades to nothingness before your eyes.
Oh, damn. I got a 23 on that roll.
It sounds great in the valley.
It does.
The acoustics here are phenomenal.
Thank you.
Also, there is a tree that touches the sky here.
There's a tree that
Luckily, the mountains also do, so it is hard to see.
So, is there like a gate close by that...
Yeah, there's a palisade and a barbican and all that. Yeah.
How high? Like, if I lifted one of Banbi's constructs over the gate to open up the door for us, is this possible?
It's probably 30 feet tall. It looks like there was like a normal like wooden palisade, and then on top of it is grown brambles up to like 30 feet, which blocks. Like the closer you get, the more obviously because you're coming down, so you're able to see over it, but it does obscure a lot of the view of Kuldahar.
Well, brambles can burn. I'm just saying, Banbi.
And boy, will they ever!
Oh boy!
Guys, you're not really gonna start shooting this place, right? I mean.
No, I'm not. I'm going to roll I'm going to roll an Arcana check. Wait. No. Ignore me. Ignore that. Wait.
So weird.
As a ritual.
Oh, I see. Because I zoomed in.
My mage hand is ready. If I can open up this door. Wait, can I open this door with mage hand?
Like, every single session, I'm like, when will Eric remember to use mage hand? And it's the greatest moment of my life.
I am going to perhaps be an idiot, but I am going to reach out with my hand and touch this door and cast Identify on it.
Nothing happens. It's not magical.
It's a door.
It's just a wooden gate.
It's locked, though, obviously, yeah?
There's no way to open it from this side. It is barred on the other side.
Okay, so whose athletics are the best?
Unless
you're gonna let me do acrobatics.
I think mine are really good. What am I doing? You want me to break it? You want me to climb it? What do you want me to do?
Climb it, climb it.
17, 6. It's 23.
You jump a couple of feet in the air and try to catch the top of the palisade. And you start hoisting yourself up. And from there, there's just a wall of brambles. And you start grabbing the brambles. And as you do, the brambles shift.
Bramble right back.
Not only do you, first of all, you take, because they're brambles.
Bramble
Ow.
scamble.
Ow.
Which means they are going to hurt.
Ow. Ow.
You take 2 points of piercing damage from thorns.
That's doable.
The brambles shift, and what it looks essentially like a whip of thorns comes out and goes to slap you and attack you. Does a 14 hit you?
No.
Okay. That's also going to miss. All right. Well, you have made it 15 feet up.
Yes.
This isn't going to end well.
I'll keep going.
All right. Roll another athletics check.
I fall to my death. Oh, nat 20. Look at it.
Okay. You take another 2
my
piercing
criminal
damage as you climb these brambles, and 2 more thorn whips come out and slap at you. One is a 16. Does that hit you?
Meats.
And one is a nat 20.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me pull up Thorn.
Time to get
Thorn whip.
Whip.
Not hail of thorns. Thorn whip.
Hail of Thorns sounds more fun, but more painful.
You would not like hail of thorns.
That
Harcroft
would be
wrote,
terrible.
this sounds like a
Be like
Grima
60
Wormtongue Theoden situation. Ooh.
Yeah, right? Kind of, yeah. You never know.
Did that guy come across as a worm tongue?
I wouldn't say so. He was just a dude. I mean,
He was a dude who was stuck inside.
So, okay, a d6 piercing damage. All right, so you take 2 piercing damage from the first whip.
No.
Hippity whip.
And you are pulled into the brambles.
Oh no.
oh boy.
And you take 7 piercing damage from the other
Bum, bum, bum.
thorn whip. And while now you are inside the brambles, so you take another 8 piercing damage
Yeah.
as you are being shredded like a tree in a chipper shredder. You're just cut to shit right now.
Can I use my mage hand to open up the brambles so she can get out?
No.
Oh.
You would need more than 5 pounds of force. Oh, I'm sorry, more than 10 pounds of force. Yeah, mage hand is now 10 pounds for some reason.
It
Used to
hurts
only
a
be
little bit.
5.
I'm feeling some ouchies. So how high up does the gate thing go with the Brambies?
The brambles, the top of it is, so you made it to the top and then you were sucked inside.
Oh yeah, got pulled down.
Hey,
Yeah.
Bambi, how high does your rope go?
A rope trick goes 60 feet.
You could have just rope tricked over it again. What are you saying?
It's the best spell ever made, maybe.
Upon reflection, I grab my rope
Rest of
and
you
I
can rope
cast.
trick.
None of you can see Xanon right now, by the way. Xanon
She's
is
gone,
completely
right? Like she got
obscured.
absorbed.
She's in the bramble.
She's in the wall, right?
I'll
Yeah.
figure it out. This always happens to me, and my character agrees to do the dumbest shit. He really does. He's like, "You guys want me to climb? Okay, I'll climb."
I climb wall.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast like as soon as I can't see her anymore, or I see this happen, I'm going to cast rope trick and start climbing.
Trick.
That's fine.
All right, roll on. Well, you still need to roll on athletics checks to climb your own rope.
Yep.
How far away did you cast your rope trick from the wall?
Far enough so you don't get killed, right?
Far enough that I can't be grabbed, but close enough that I can still get to her.
I'm going to need a distance because you don't know how far a thorn whip can go.
Probably 10 feet.
Okay.
I rolled a 10.
Okay, that's enough to climb your rope.
I did.
Unfortunately, what's up, Eric?
No, Giraffe asked if anyone said the lyrics to Whip It, and I did say that a little bit ago, but I don't think anyone heard me.
Whip it good.
Bum, 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 bum. I might have just done the music. Shit.
A
Boom.
whip
classic.
flies out of the brambles towards Banbi, but I rolled a natural 1, so it misses.
Nice.
I do a little swing.
The rope just does this.
Deep within, I'm like, what's funky in here?
Xanon, do you want to make a strength check? A strength save?
Do I?
Well,
I mean,
I assume you do, yeah.
I should, or I'll die. Okay, that's a 9 plus 6 is 15.
15. Okay,
Maybe?
you take 2 piercing damage, and you are expelled
Nice.
from the wall. Luckily, you're a monk, and I don't think... Do you have slow fall yet?
Can I grab the rope? I have.
I mean, I don't know if it matters. I don't think you're going to take fall damage anyway, because you're a monk.
I do have slow fall.
Yeah, so I'm not going to bother rolling, because you stop like 50 points of damage or whatever it is. Something. It's like 5 per... It's like 25 damage, so I think it's 5 points per level.
Yeah.
So even 30 feet is at most 3d6, so I'm not going to... So yeah, you want to grab the rope, you grab onto the rope if you want.
Banbi, did you detect magic on
Swing
this area, or was
No,
it just the door?
I tried to cast Identify on the door, and it did
Yeah.
not work.
I
As
wonder
I
if I
grab
should.
the rope, I'm gonna say, how the hell do I keep forgetting you have this fucking spell?
I don't know. And I plunge my hand into my bag of holding and yank out my wand of magic missiles, and I cast it at a 3rd level at the thorny brambles.
Oh my God, guys.
Since it is not a
That's the
creature,
waste of a spell.
it is an object. So unfortunately, you cannot target an object with magic missile.
Can
Then
I? Can I target
The-
the brambles and dispel magic?
Yeah, you want to cast it? Go ahead and roll what is your charisma? Roll a charisma check. That's how dispel magic works. Like-
charisma. He's just like
25.
Hey guys,
Oh, 20.
play it
Nice.
cool, bro.
What is your charisma?
Very
it's-
good.
You said check. Oh, that's saving throw. Sorry, never mind.
Yeah, check. It's different.
Shit. What did I say before? 25.
You said 25.
So it was 19 plus 3. So.
Oh my god. So 22.
22.
DC equals 10 plus the spell's level. Okay.
Yeah.
So two thorn whips come out for Banbi, and they just go, and they just kind of like
Wow.
fade.
Nice.
The brambles though stay.
Okay.
So the brambles, you get the sense, may have been created magically, but they are not maintained magically.
Okay.
Like if you cast Fireball, the effects of Fireball aren't dispelled if you cast Dispel Magic. You created fire, right? Or Wall of Stone or something like that. So, different kinds of like it's not. There's an instantaneous effect, which this seems like it. Maybe it's a wall of brambles.
But it's not alive anymore. Maybe.
I mean, it might be alive. It's just
But it's not aggressive.
It's not
Yeah.
magical. Like the brambles aren't the thing that attacked Xanon, right?
Yeah.
Xanon
thorn
climbed a wall that's spiky,
Yeah.
and then got pulled into it.
My greatest enemy is my own decisions.
That's
So,
right.
every
So
time something happens to Xanon.
So yeah, I'm gonna clamber up the rope and do a little swingy, and because 10 feet away is still pretty far, I'm gonna do a swing to leap onto the top of the wall.
Give me 1 second.
My, isn't it the consequences of my own actions?
Indeed it is.
Xanon every session.
A draft wrote, fall damage, how seasonal, and then Harcroft wrote, oh man, I was hoping that was a wand of fireball.
No, but I do have firebolt. Don't worry.
David. I wish.
Damage.
Nothing like coming to the sanctuary of the god of all nature and trying to burn his wall down.
That's why I'm just sitting here
Love
watching this.
harassing the
'Cause this is,
archer.
I
I'm
love
kind
it.
of like,
Aerolith is my favorite.
I
I
because
swear,
he has
I
our
swear
one
to
brain
God.
cell. The rest of the group, we try to borrow
I
the brain cell.
swear to God, gnomes and fire. Like,
you know,
Yep.
I don't know what
I'm
it is.
just like, I'm like the monk that's just like, I'm a team player. Whatever people need, I'll do. And then I do it, and I'm like, that was fucking dumb.
Why did I
you
do this?
All right, Banbi, make an athletics
Every
check to try
time.
and swing over the top. It's definitely going to be harder to swing near the top of the rope, right? Because that's not how, like, the rope, it's harder to get your momentum going near the top of it than
That's
it is near
a
the bottom.
10.
Okay. You start trying to generate momentum,
Mhm.
and it's not going to be, you can, without even jumping, you know at this point it's not enough to get you over yet.
Yeah. Do I get a... Okay. Do I fall, or do I...
No. You're smart enough not to let go.
I'm not stupid. I'm
Yeah.
not stupid.
You may not be athletic, but you're not stupid.
Yay.
Which is not to say Xanon is stupid.
Xanon is extremely athletic, but will just do whatever her friends ask her to do.
Yeah.
Xanon's weakness. Xanon has a
friendship.
vulnerability to peer pressure.
I understand.
I'm just
Which is
like, how can I help?
That is a very Goliath thing, actually. Does anybody else want to
It
try
is,
anything?
yeah. So I love
I'm
this
just
character. I
watching
make
this
like the
whole
dumbest
thing.
decisions that I like never would normally make in a D&D game.
Okay, let me just reiterate then. So how, like, basically the entire thing has got this bramble palisade surrounding the whole thing, right?
Yep.
And
Yep.
it's all backed up against a giant tree, right?
No, the
And-
giant tree is in the middle, but like there's like a whole hamlet around the tree. This is not a small area, right?
Okay.
Now, keep in mind,
But
remember I said there's a whole other area that's not walled off where there's a
yeah,
farm.
that's not part of it. Right,
Yeah.
yeah. So there are people in that part as well, like outside of the wall?
can't
Yeah,
or
there's
see
no?
people.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Despite
I'm
the
gonna
fact,
just
keep in mind, despite the fact that it is like you're in the Arctic, right? There's a place where it's essentially always like springtime, and these people are out like wearing t-shirts, working their fields. It's not cold here. Like you
Yeah.
guys are starting to
All right.
sweat, wearing your winter furs and stuff. This is a very
so
temperate
there's-
area.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, it's probably an effect of either this location
It's
or
like
the
we're in a
druid himself.
greenhouse because there's a druid.
Okay, I didn't understand. Okay, that's good to know. But the guard that appeared before us and then disappeared, I mean, he's like actually nowhere to be seen, right? Like he just sort of showed
He
up. in
didn't
front of
look
us
like a
and then-
guard. He didn't have.
Oh.
You didn't see any weapons on him. He just
Oh,
wore. He was a
okay.
guy in like a green cloak.
Oh, okay. So he was just a welcome thing, welcome illusion. We don't know.
Good.
Okay, but there's no like actual guard tower or anyone to talk to. Like this is literally just a wall, right?
There doesn't seem to be anyone manning this station.
All right. I am going to actually walk towards the farm while these guys deal with the wall, and that's my action.
Okay.
Because I have no way of helping them out of the wall at this point. And I think I just want to find out from the farmers what the deal is.
Do you
So I just
want
wanna
backup,
talk to a human.
or should I wait here with my at the bottom of the?
I don't
slope?
know. Maybe they might need some help. Whatever. I just want to find a farm.
Bye, Darla.
We're
That's what I wanna do.
dynamic so much.
Between
Right.
between this encounter and the mountain, right?
Yeah, it's the same thing.
Your greatest weakness is definitely heights as a group.
It's hilarious because it's always like we could avoid it, but we never stop to really think. It's just kind of like, okay, Xanon's gonna run and jump, or Xanon's gonna climb, and I'm like, you're absolutely right. I'm strong, and I just couldn't do it.
You're
I don't
right.
even-
I am strong.
In character, I don't question it.
Bambi, do you want to keep trying to swing over? Is that
Yeah, I'm gonna try one more time.
okay? Go ahead and roll, making another athletics check.
Just a dumbass with a heart of gold.
It will be easier now, right? Because you've generated. No, you didn't.
That's an 8.
You know when you're little and you're just realizing how to like shift your weight and things, and you get on the swing for like your second or third time, and they're like, yeah, pump your legs, but you do it backwards and you start slowing yourself instead of speeding yourself up. So Banbi like generates a little momentum and then like leans forward, when you should be at the back of the swing. Like maybe it's your timing's
Yeah.
off.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're just kind of like on, like you're like 30 foot up this rope, just gently swaying at this point. like, and you can see the top of the wall. You can kind of see, and there's like,
Wait, I'm 30 feet up.
well, I assumed you climbed. Well, you said you climbed, so I assume you
I
climbed.
did, no, but the rope, it goes up to 60 feet, so I'm not at the top of the rope.
Okay, so you can see there's like a couple of people who were milling about. Now they kind of stopped and they're just staring at you. And you see the guy in the green cloak, and he's like pointing, and he's like, I wouldn't do it.
Little help.
Listen, the Archdruid needs to speak to us. We're trying to stop demons.
Because you're gonna get in a lot of you're gonna get in a lot of trouble, lady.
Well, I wouldn't have to do this if he would listen to us, because again, the demon situation.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, they just kind of they start going back to what they're doing. He just stands and watches. I think what he does, he probably like, he just reaches behind him, and you see, and a stool. He just puts it under him and he sits on it, and he kind of crosses his legs and arms, and he eventually pulls out a pipe and he kind of tamps it, and he starts. Sooner or later, something's gonna happen.
How far is he from me?
He's like 300 feet from you. He's well within. He's not dumb. He's not gonna get anywhere near. He doesn't want to be near the gate. He wants to watch, but he doesn't want to be like in trouble when shit hits the fan.
Correct.
All right, I'm gonna walk towards that guy then.
No, he's inside. She can see over the wall.
Oh,
he's inside.
Oh, sorry. I got confused. Oh, that's even better.
Yeah.
All right.
You walk up. There's probably less than half a dozen farmers, people working with their kids, and it looks like they are actually odd enough finishing a growing season, even though it's like the beginning of fall. So their growing season must be like totally different. And yeah, they're planting new crops.
They see me coming up.
They see you. They just, they're just going to keep working, right? They got shit to do.
All right. Well, greetings. I am Darylethel, the cleric of Kelemvor. I forgot that for a second. Kelemvor. We are.
Who's my god again?
We are just passing through, and I realize you were all very busy. Miraculous, actually, that you are farming at this time of year. Wish to speak to the Archdruid. Is there a reason he's not allowing anyone in and out right now?
Oh yeah, he's really mad about something. He didn't want to let anybody in.
Imagine talking to the townsfolk. This is incredible.
When was the last time any of you saw him?
I see him every day. I see him up on the hill inside town.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. So he is around. But
yeah, she's around. Yeah, she. Yeah.
Oh, she.
She's a lady.
You're saying there's a chance?
Name.
Every time they're like female.
He kind of like looks around and he's like, I don't know if I should be giving out that kind of information.
Well, I understand. We just wish to speak to her. Do you know if there's any way that we can impeach a meeting or just send a message?
I'll tell you what, you could impeach your friend up there. You could impeach your friend to get down before she hurts herself.
It's fine. I got this.
I don't think it's fine. I think you're gonna fall, break a couple of bones, maybe break your neck.
No, I got better.
I'll catch her if she starts to fall. I'll totally catch her. I'm very fast. Very good reflex.
It's your bones. I like my bones the way they are, intact.
Well, your bones are being very helpful, and we have an urgent mission.
Well, these are my bones. These are for my. I use my bones for my purposes. You use your bones for your own purposes. You don't need to. You mind your own bones. Don't mind my bones.
Everybody are wet in their body. Everybody has wet bones. It's really.
Please ignore the people behind me. I just want to speak to somebody.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm real concerned about your friend's bones, and I don't want your friend to break any bones because last
it's a no bones day. It's fine.
Yes, it's no bones day. Because something bad happens to your friend. I don't want to be responsible, right? This is. I work this land. I don't own it though. I don't own this land. I just work it. You see what I'm saying? I'm not liable for anything that happens to your friend.
I
None
can
of us
assure you-
multi-classed as lawyer. It's okay.
I can assure you, on the word of my god, you will not be held liable. And,
What god did you say that was?
Kelemvor.
Kelemvor?
The
See,
judge of
we're
the
real big
dead.
on like Sylvanas around here. You see that big
Of
oak?
course.
That's Sylvanas himself planted that oak, so you could farm this here land.
That makes a lot of sense. It is a wonderful of Sylvanas's blessing that
It's real grandeur, I'll tell you that.
This is an incredible spot. I have to admit, I did not expect to find such a touched place such as this. Well, we really do need to speak to the Archdruid, and we don't want to cause anyone any trouble. I've taken up a lot of your time already. Is there someone else I could talk to that might be able to provide a way for me to speak to the Archdruid?
Well, the only one,
in the
we're not
town?
even allowed. We're not even allowed in the walls anymore. So the only person you might be able to talk to is that them guarding that tower, and he hadn't said nothing in 3 Tendai. So I'm
Which
guessing.
tower?
Yeah, it's right there. There's like a 10-foot, maybe 15-foot tall tower that just kind of overlooks the farming area.
Oh, okay.
Right.
And the
like,
guy hasn't said
this
anything
this
in
place
30
isn't-
days?
Well, like he hasn't said anything. My friend Bill used to be the guard, and he was real chatty. And then one day, Bill wasn't in a job anymore, and since nobody's let in or out, I haven't seen him. But this new guard is not very chatty. He's all about business, and I respect that. I respect that he's all about business. You see what I'm
I
saying?
respect that you respect that. I
respect that you respect that. I respect that. Thank you.
Excellent. This new guard, what's his name? Do you know?
No idea. I haven't talked to the man.
All right. Well, a pleasant day to you. Thank you for your concern for my teammates. I'm sure they'll be fine. Don't worry. But I wish you an excellent day.
Blessings of the Oak Father be upon you. Banbi, you want to roll again?
I'm gonna join Derelith, by the way.
I have 6.
Banbi, you come dangerously close. I'm sorry, I almost slipped back into the action. Banbi, you come dangerously close. Dangerously close. You come dangerously close to slipping from the rope.
I don't want to get fallen on.
It's okay. I have
Yes,
done
yeah,
this.
perfect, yeah. I'm well aware of what her plan is. I know she probably won't hurt herself.
Would it help if I swing with her since I'm on the rope right below her? We swing together.
What if you dragged the rope? What if you yanked the rope over so that
We're
way
already
we
up
slightly
here.
close?
I know that things are going better on the ground, but I feel like we gotta at least try for the jump by the end of the night. Can't leave the audience hanging.
Acrobatics, come on.
You wanna roll with advantage then, Banbi?
Oh no.
Since
it.
Xanon is helping you. I'm guessing you're going to approach the guard tower then, Derelith?
Yeah, I'll go with them to
With
the
the
guard
bard
tower.
in
I rolled a 1 and a 7. I'm falling.
Oh my
I think I'm falling.
No, the 7 means you don't fall.
Excellent.
So Xanon pulls the rope and then kind of runs back and pulls the rope the other way. And then you realize you're going to have to pull this rope way further back to get the momentum you need. Right?
I signal.
We're
I
just-
signal
we're
that. I
remembering
signal that.
You're so
in this
high up.
fantasy
You don't.
world.
You might be so high up that you don't have enough sway where you are. You're starting to realize, oh right, there's only a foot here. It can only the further the rope has to go.
There's
for me to
30
get
feet. It's a 60 foot. It's a 60 feet. It's
You
a
said
60 foot.
I said 30 feet. Then you went. I climbed to the top. You said you
I
went to
didn't
the top. of the rope.
no. I did not say I climbed to the top. I said the rope goes 60 feet and I climb to the top of the tower, not to the top of the rope. That'd be silly.
Anyway,
Really?
I yell from down below. Hey! Do you hear they have a druid lady? You think she might be hot?
Funny, she
I mean,
doesn't look druish.
She's not super old. She's not 80.
Listen,
Yelling to you from
that
down below.
honestly, there are some very hot old ladies. I don't know why you're being so weird about this.
You're right. That was really ageist of me.
Derelith, you go to
I might
pester.
still get it.
You go to pester this guard, and he just does everything in his power to ignore you. He doesn't want to talk to you. He doesn't want to look at you. He just seems very intent on keeping his eye on the horizon. For
Is Marcus here
How
yet?
far is the
Have I
guard
joined him
tower
yet?
from me?
It's far. It's not. This is a very large veil we're talking about.
Okay.
Yeah.
Marcus,
So more than 120 feet.
The guard tower is
Very
not in the
serious
wall.
guard.
The guard tower overlooks the farm.
Overlooks the farms,
Guard
which
towers
are
in
the
the
separate
wall?
thing from the front door.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because it seems we have a very serious guard. He doesn't really want to look at us. Maybe he would be entertained by
A bard.
limericks. I don't know.
Oh, or I can be like, what are you on looking for? It looks like you are intent to on the horizon. Looking on the horizon. Yep.
He doesn't respond. He doesn't say anything to you.
Do you like
Oh my
wanna do a
music?
routine or something to distract him?
Prestidigitation, so that way all he sees is an image of a giant imp flying at his face.
I
I
have
was gonna-
minor illusion.
I have
You are-
prestidigitation.
You're all seized
Nice.
Oh,
It's about
there we go.
time.
magically,
About time.
Oh,
and in your mind you
Is it the hot
hear
druid lady?
enough.
Oh, it's her.
Really?
Don't use the voice on me, Mom. This is Dune. Okay, Benny Gesserit, get over here.
Super psychology.
So enough. So what happens? Wait, am I clutched to the rope or am I falling?
You, without realizing it, climb down the rope, and you all assemble yourselves in
It is
front of
the
the
voice.
Benny
gate.
Gesserit.
It's not.
Yeah,
the
it's
voice.
always the voice.
It's the
The
voice.
voice. Someone saw Dune the other day, and it's like
We just did a whole
this
fucking
for?
podcast about it last night.
We
And then
all saw it.
when we
3
weren't
hours. Oh my
when
god.
we weren't on, I was like, the voice isn't magic. The voice is super psychology.
No,
It's
you
about.
did that on the podcast.
Oh, did
too.
good. Okay, good, because it's true. Like,
did
when are we
both.
going to get that version? It's not mad. Anyway, and a young woman appears before you.
I do this to Xanon.
There's a chance. Like,
She is.
gonna start flexing and stretching. Letting my
You
shirt come up
can't.
a
She
little
is
bit,
very.
showing my
She is.
abs.
She has soft features. Fair. You don't see her hair. It's hidden behind her dress. And she says, "If your intentions be true, go to the Veil of Shadows and destroy that which cannot be destroyed. Remove the corruption that pervades the crypt. Only then may you set foot within Kuldahar."
Do you want to give us any other clues other than?
And then she turns into bats and flies away.
More details, please.
Excellent.
Oh, I mean, we'll take it.
Yeah.
We have no issue with this request.
Side
Is there
quests.
any-
Yeah.
Yes. Is there any other information or aid that you
No,
can-
she
No,
turns
she-
into bats and
Bats and
flies
flies
away.
away.
You really
Right,
did? Okay, I thought you
Yeah.
were joking.
No.
Never mind that.
This is the spooky episode. That's how bats needed to feature at some point.
All right.
gonna
Do
lie,
we
that
know
was
what
Her
Creepy
next
hot.
episode
Creepy
is
hot.
2 days after Halloween. So
Yay!
So
we're-
next week, you will be going to the
Remembering
Veil of
people?
Shadows.
Veil of Shadows
Oh,
to destroy
fantastic.
spooky shit for the hot
It's not
lady.
good.
This is the band of
Probably
that's the
hot
Band of
lady.
Brothers episode.
Yeah.
Oh.
We'll see.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You don't
Veil
know
of
what Band
Shadows.
of Brothers is?
I just
Well, I think the
understand
episode in
that has to do
particular.
with the episode. I don't know what that is. So, but anyway, it doesn't
Which
matter.
episode of Bandit Brothers?
Well,
job,
Oh,
deal with
guys.
fallen
God.
soldiers and whatnot. Anyway.
Oh yeah.
We're so screwed. All right,
Are you ready,
Well,
kids?
good times. Halloween episode.
Excellent.
Shadow Veil.
Excellent. I'm excited. Y'all are great.
I love how literally all I did this episode was play some games with other Goliaths. Think about playing another game inside a giant's body, deciding against it, climbing a wall, getting poked, and then seeing a lady, and I went from thorny to horny. That was it. That's your
Pretty-
recap.
Have a good night, everyone.
Pretty-
Goodbye.
Pretty productive, all things
I
considered.
understand the assignment always.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.